Hello there. How are you doing today? Welcome to my live video. Well, today I was asked to talk about how I achieved certain rank and how I'm getting really close to my goal this month, and it's I'm already halfway through to my goal and it's not even the 15th of the month yet. So I just decided to make this video public and make this visible to everyone. If you're in network marketing, this is going to be interesting to you, but if you're not, and if you're thinking of possibly doing something like this, stay tuned, and I'll be sharing some information on here that may be valuable to you as well. So who do we have on today? Who is watching? You can put down where you're watching this from. That would be awesome. And we're gonna dive in shortly. So who is excited to rank up this month? Yay! So let me tell you a little bit about me. If this is the first time you're watching any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik. I help people get healthy, and I also help them reach their financial and time freedom. So my question for you is, how serious are you about ranking up and moving forward with your business? And let me tell you a little bit about my story. I've been in the network marketing industry for about 7 months now, and this is my first time ever doing something like this. If you don't count like 1 month of being in Herbalife when I was 18 years old, that was it. So my background is in the spa industry, and I was also a medical coder, but yeah, this is the first time I'm doing network marketing. So I just wanted to share with you like different tips and different reasons what got me to where I am right now. So who do we have on here? Who is laughing? Who is that? So type in where you're watching this from, and if this is something that interests you, if you are a network marketing in the network marketing, and if you're interested in ranking up this month, you may find this information really valuable. So my question for you is, do you have days when you struggle? So you have your goal set, and then you have days when you're just like, I don't feel like it. Also, do you compare yourself to others? So this could be in anything, like do you compare your results and where you think you should be with where other people are? So both of those things are not good habits, and the reason for that is when you have like days that you don't struggle, you're not producing results, and sometimes we can take like hours, days, weeks, sometimes even months, or like even like feeling like giving up after we had like one bad or not even bad, but like somebody says no to you, no to the opportunity or something. So we need to be dealing with this better. And then the other thing is, like, do you compare yourself to others? Where some people, everybody's on a different level with this. We cannot be comparing ourselves to others. Instead, because that can be sometimes very demotivating, like seeing somebody, oh, you know, they just signed up I don't know how many people, and you haven't done none, and it makes you feel bad. And why? You know, it's like, why do you compare yourself to others? So you should be comparing yourself to yourself, where you are at, and also where you were yesterday, and the week before, and the month before, a year before. So how far have you come? And that is something that you should be trying to reach and be better every single day, every single week, every single month. So hope this is helpful. And then what is your vision? That is another thing that I feel is really, really important, that we always have to have our vision ahead, and this is something that is going to keep us moving forward no matter how good or bad day it is. So whatever the situation we are in, our vision is something that will move us forward. So this is what I do. I'm going to be sharing some of my best tips with you. So I hope you appreciate, and hopefully it will help someone. I would love if that happens. So this is what I do. I don't commit myself to like certain goals, like daily goals. Like, for example, I want to send out this many presentations, I want to sign up this many people, or whatever it is, or sell this much in volume. I don't set my goals like that, because what happens when you don't reach them, you feel like disappointed, you feel sad, you then like, oh, you give up, you think it doesn't work or whatever. You set your standards too high, and you get attached to the result, because in case it doesn't happen, you seem to be desperate that it does happen. So instead, what I do is I attach myself to activity. So I attach myself to activity on the things that I'm actually going to be doing every single day. So if you watched any of my previous videos, you probably know that, like, I do my miracle morning routine, which is basically waking up an hour before I need to wake up. For me, that's 5:30 in the morning every day, including Saturday and Sunday, and that's when I do my little rituals of working out, meditation. I read my affirmation quotes, I read books, I write in my journal, and that's pretty much what I do in that hour. And then it just gives you better energy, a better start for your day. So some of the activities that I do, so for example, this is something that I never shared before, but this is what my activities are during the day. I make at least like 5 posts a day on Facebook. I will make 1 live every single day. I make 1 business post a day. I also talk to 10 new people every single day, and I invite 15 new friends on my Facebook. So these are just some of the things that I do daily, and then I have days when all I do is inviting to presentations. So that's what I focus on, and I have a day when I only have set up for follow-ups. So just have your day around activities and not attached to the results. So don't like set yourself up, or this is how many people I'm gonna have on this presentation or whatever. Just see how many you're gonna invite. So it works better for me that way. And then make those goals that are more reachable to you. So if you, I know that I can talk to 10 people a day at least. Some days I can talk to 20 or 30, but I don't make this my standard, because some days I will not be able to, then I would feel bad if I didn't. So I don't do that. Let me share you my 5 best tips that I shared in a group earlier. So I'm gonna quote John C. Maxwell. So good leaders want to be needed, and great leaders want to be exceeded. So what does that mean? I want to be a great leader, and I don't want people to need me for every little bitty thing. And what does it mean to be exceeded? Some of us may have like strong egos, and we think that nothing can be done if we are not doing it, and that we can do better, everything better. But then when you end up being in that everybody needs you for something, you work like crazy for things that you don't have to. So instead, I want to encourage people to actually exceed me, and to do better than me. So that is my motivation. Is I want to, when you have somebody in your team who's hungry, who wants more information, I give it to them. I give them all the resources that I can. I'm not jealous, oh, they're gonna do better than me. So that's one of my secrets. Teach your team to be resourceful. That's one tip that I do, so they don't come to you for everything. Make resources. If you don't have them available, make them available. So have a certain, make a video, make a post, make a link somewhere, so you can point them out when they have the question that often comes up. don't manage but lead. If you were ever in a management position, you know that's very different than being in this profession. We are leading people who are all independent, so we cannot be managing. My best tip on how to lead is give 100% hi Holly, give 100% to the activity that you're personally doing and that you want to duplicate. So don't don't do things that you don't want to see duplicating. So if you're working a lot, your team can see what you're doing, and like do the activities that that will duplicate, and they will. So I must say I'm very close to reaching my next rank, and it wasn't anything like really personally that I've done different. Most of it came from my team, so I'm really grateful for that. But I don't expect it. So that's like my tip on that. And then I wanted to talk to you about something else. So I wanted to talk to you about pyramids. Because we often hear that, our profession is like a pyramid, and only people on top make money and all of that. And it was just something, that people hear, and lots of times we don't have a good information on what it really is. But what my thoughts on that is if you ever worked in corporate, like no matter where, for example, I worked in the hotel industry and on cruise ships, you have a pyramid in every single company. You have people on top that make the most money. You have people on the bottom, and then you're moving your ranks up. So the difference is really like you're moving up the position. With our profession, you start from the top and you're building down. But why I brought this up? Some of you will think I'm crazy, but what actually reminds me of the pyramid reminds me more of the corporate ways than it does of network marketing. And why I say that? Because when I first started in this industry, so you have somebody who signs you up, right? And then you think, oh, you're jumping over their head if you want to talk to somebody who is higher up than them, because we're so are brainwashed when we work for the company. So if you go over the head from your supervisor or your manager to the big boss, you will get into trouble. But this is not how this works. So it's nothing like pyramid. This work is nothing like pyramid. We all work together. We all work like a team. Up lines and down lines and sidelines and whatever you have it. We all work together because we all benefit from that. So nobody's gonna put you on the spot for jumping up and talking to somebody higher up. So that was something that I had to change in my mindset as well. So that's why I brought this up. Then my tip number 3 is find yourself an accountability partner. So this really works. I must say my accountability partner is someone in my team, and we talk every single day, and we find somebody who has very similar goals, and it's kind of on a similar level that you are, and you keep each other accountable. Of course, you guys pick who that's going to be, and sometimes it will just happen naturally, like it did for me. So yeah, that's somebody in my team, and we decided that this month that we're both ranking up and we're doing what we plan to do. So I'm really excited about that, and I would really encourage you to get accountability partner, but also keep yourselves accountable too. Like for example, I slept in on Saturday, and I justified it. Oh, I was really tired and whatever, but I felt bad, even though I did all the activities that I was going to do on a Saturday. But I still it would feel better if I didn't miss out that miracle morning, that one morning. So then my next tip would be, I have a group. I have a Facebook group that is strictly for my team, and it's a smaller group than what are team is, but I just find it like cozy, and like people feel more comfortable in there, and we can encourage each other for smaller like stepstones and achievements than in our big group. So we are part of both, and I like it because of it. On there I can post different like training, motivational videos. I post like my live meetings in there, and that we started the last month, and that has helped us a lot, and also to keep that team together. So you never know what kind of content to post, and like who's gonna find it valuable. So I really enjoy our group. So that's my one tip. We're also we're all very excited about ranking up for our trip to the Bahamas next year. So we are really motivated to do well in the next few months to qualify, so as many of us can go together to that. And then my last tip is to invest in yourselves. So set your daily goals of activity for you. Sorry, no. So to invest in yourself, I mean by going to the events, but also not just that, you know, like you're investing in yourself with reading a book, signing up for a seminar, watching even like free YouTube videos. Every time I want to like learn something, that's what I do. I will go and Google and YouTube like the heck out of it, and watch like free videos of things that I want to learn, and that process actually leads me to people that I want to work with. So that's how I found my coach, who's helping me with my social media. That's how I'm growing. So definitely invest in yourselves. So that could be like a coach, that could be like going to different events, even sometimes outside of network marketing company. That had really helped me a lot. The last one that I was watching was Eric Worre's how to become 6- and 7-figure earner, and that was like a 4-hour seminar, and that was like the best money I've ever spent. So what he asks during his training was, do you want to make 6-figure income? So everybody will say probably yes. And then his next question is, what resources have you exhausted so far to get there? So what he says, every time he asks the second question, everybody goes really quiet, because then you realize it doesn't match. You know, you haven't really invested in yourself enough in order to get there. So more you invest in yourself, faster and better you're gonna get, and you're gonna reach that goal, because like nobody is gonna get to like 6 and 7 figures without like seriously putting time and effort into their education. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and I have no idea who was watching this, but anyway, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, private message me, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.